Hey! There's people! Probably. I hope. So yeah, my name is S.A.A.D. The name is spelled quite differently than you might imagine. And it's pronounced like the singer. So no matter what you see my name spelled as, it doesn't sound that way when you actually say it. It's pronounced S.A.A.D. I don't know how many times I have to tell people how to pronounce my name without sounding the way that I don't want it to sound. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so the basis of today's show, right? I can't reach it means exactly what it sounds like. I can't reach it. I hate saying these words. Unfortunately, there's been times where I have to use those words. For instance, in a supermarket. Maybe I should take the time to, first off explain that I am 4'11". Okay, I never even made it to 5 foot. Wish I had, but I never did. So there's times where I'm at the supermarket, superstore, whatever, and I see something that I want, but it's all the way at the top shelf. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever had to climb on the shelves, maybe 2, 3 up, in order to reach what it is that you're trying to get? I have. Have you ever seen something that you wanted on the top shelf, like maybe a can of food or something like that, and there's nobody else really in the store? You don't want to bother a clerk with this particular problem, so you go all the way over to Houseware so you can get some tongs, so you can come back to the cans and get the can off the shelf. I've done it. Once, twice, okay, 15 times. Who's asking? I'm not. How about this? Have you ever been in your kitchen trying to cook something, and you're one of those persons that like multitask, so like at the same time that you're trying to cook this and everything, but you need to hurry up and grab the dish so that you can make sure that you get the food on the plate without it burning and all that stuff? Have you ever been doing this and you go to get one of your dishes that you need, that you thought was somewhere where you could reach, and all of a sudden it's not only in the top shelf of the highest cabinet, but it's all the way in the back? That's happened to me. I had to use chairs, ladders, step stools, and then to get the stuff off of the shelf, you got to use tongs, spatulas, serving spoons. Have you ever used another plate to grab a plate? I have. And it's all because I can't stand to say these particular words. I can't reach it. And the way that I'm saying it now, sounds like, oh, she's saying she can't reach it, whatever. But when I actually say it, it's a problem, because I will try everything to the best of my ability to see if I can get it without looking like a fool. Like usually it'll be like something is, say, 6, 7, 8 feet up. I'm 4 foot tall or whatever, and even standing on a chair or using other utensils, I still can't reach it. So like I'll be at the grocery store and I'll be trying. I didn't stepped on the other shelves. I didn't grabbed everything I possibly could, and I just can't get it. So by the time that actually happens, I'm quite emotional at the time. So the people show up and they're like, oh, how can I help you? And I'm like, I can't reach it. And then they'll ask, what can't you reach? And then it makes you cry some more because, you know, they're talking about it like it's nothing, and you're like, I'm trying to get that 2% milk up there. Can I have it? And then they always gotta act like, sure, no problem. Is there anything else I can get for you? No, not right now. You ever had to make the same particular call for help more than once on any one particular shopping trip? I have. Yeah, I paused because, you see, my mother is in the living room with my baby. Yes, I have a baby. And this little girl has this high chair that she rocks back and forth. And now, apparently, from what I hear, she almost tipped herself over. But she didn't, because I don't hear any screams. Okay. My little girl. Man. She is going to be taller than me when she grows up. I already can tell. And she mean, too. You guys ever get a mean baby? The ones that, you know, pinch you all the time and pull your hair and wipe things on you. No, this is a true story. The other day I was taking a nap on the couch, right? And on the side of the couch, my daughter's high chair is like sitting there. So she's, you know, watching TV. I'm taking a nap. And she's at the age, right? She's 10 months. So she's at the age where she puts her hands in her mouth and she drools and everything. And like she take her hand away, you see all the drool all over her fingers and stuff like that. While I'm sleeping on the couch, I got my arm, like one arm holding onto her high chair so she don't tip herself over. And like, I started feeling wet stuff on my arm, and I look up and the baby's over there going and wiping it on me. Have you ever had your baby wipe their bodily wastes or fluids or any of that stuff on you? Have you ever had a baby who actually crawled over to you and threw up on you? I have. My little girl is funny, and she don't ever want to be still when you're changing her. It's always at the worst part, right? Sometimes it's, you know, before the poop has been wiped, although my baby's not too crazy. She appreciates the value of having a wiped booty. That's all it is. You know. How about this? How about the dirty diaper has been taken off, the poop's been wiped off the butt, the new diaper is underneath the butt, and you get the powder and you put the powder on there, and as soon as you finish putting the powder, she want to turn over. Next thing you know, it's powder everywhere. You got powder on your legs, powder on your arms, powder on the floor. You look up, it's powder on the ceiling. Like, I don't remember there being asbestos before. Oh, that's baby powder. Oh, okay. I don't know how you reach up there, but okay. Yeah, my daughter, she's funny. She's very, very funny. Yesterday, funny, she was blowing bubbles, right? She do all different types of bubbles. She do like the little itty bitty ones that look like she foaming down her mouth like she having a seizure or something like that. Then she do these really, really big ones. So yesterday she's blowing bubbles, and she blows this really big bubble, then throws up all over herself. I'm telling you, being a parent is fun, but at the same time, you see things that you just rather not see any other time, and it's just like, oh, I guess, you know, this is my kid and all, but, you know, ordinarily, I don't really like to look at, you know, vomit and feces or any of that stuff, and, ooh, please don't let the little girl start bleeding, because if I ever seen my daughter bleeding, I probably would lose my mind. I don't want to see her bleeding, but if I did, I would probably You know, like, I would probably just be so worried that I took her to the hospital, even if it was just to skin me. I just don't want to see my kid hurt. But, you know, I know that that's not even just me. Okay. On the subject of changing babies, I'd like to direct the attention real quick, because it's come to my attention that there are a lot of dads who molest their baby daughters while they're changing them. Stop doing that. Stop that. Seriously. Why would you? You know, it's wrong on so many different levels. You know, A, that's a baby. You know, B, that's your family, dude. How is you really gonna do that? That's, you know, it gotta be something wrong with people to do stuff like that. And so I'm just, you know, putting it out there. Men, stop molesting your babies. There's some women out there that's doing it too. You nasty. Don't do it. You know, just don't. Nobody do it. Nobody should be molesting kids. That's just, it ain't no excuse for that. So I'm rallying. I'm just saying, don't molest your kids. That's all I gotta say. Don't molest anybody else's kids. Just don't molest no kids. I mean, you know, if people stick to that, there should be no problems. Well, I think that's a pretty good taste for now. So I'm gonna end it with that.